Hello, welcome back. Here I am in front of our beautiful rhododendron, and I'm cleaning up the area a little bit. Going to do another transplant before summer hits. It's getting a little late in the season to do another transplant, but I want to clean up this area and want to do as much as I can before the dry season starts. As you can see, it is still cloudy today. It's been raining since last night. I got a little break. The rain is good. It makes the dirt soft under there, easy to pull things up, and good for when things go into place and they need water. Here's our beautiful rhododendron, just a little update on the garden. Here's my little bonsai from last year. That thing hopefully is going to come back. It's a little sparse right now. It took a pretty hard shock last year when I trimmed it. Like, that branch is gone, but I think it'll still look pretty cool. I turned this branch into just a curly Q of nothing, no life. But we got our fava beans over here, and then I just planted this grape yesterday. Actually, just bought it yesterday, I think, or the day before, and I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna build a little trellis right here, trim back this plum tree a bit so it can get some sunshine. But I think if I'm the grape and I'm looking for sunshine, there's morning sunshine, afternoon sunshine, all the way into the evening. Hopefully this is enough sunshine to grow grapes in Washington. This is a Jupiter variety, which is supposed to be pretty good for early season harvest, mid-September harvest, something like that, which is what you need in Washington. There's our plums in blossom. And yeah, like I said, I'll probably trim back some of this to give the grapes some more sun. But that's not the point of this video. The point is that I am moving this giant fern. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of this fern for certain off the top of my head. I mean, I call it a sword fern because they look like swords, but I think it might be like a deer fern. It's an evergreen fern. These things are beautiful. They're all trampled from the snow, actually. That's what did this. That's just, we had so much snow this year, it just matted down all the ferns in the forest. And we're going to take it out for a few reasons. Number one, it sort of obscures the view of the rhododendron, that beautiful trunk structure in there. Number two, we've got a gooseberry back here. And this is also a native, so they're both natives. But the gooseberry are much more rare to find on our property. This is one of 3 gooseberry on the property. Isn't that beautiful? What a pretty little plant. And look at this crazy root structure thing. It's like this knot of, this is part of the gooseberry right here. So it's been here a while, I guess, this whole thing. Growing up, of course, this is a dead branch, so nothing growing on that anymore. But I really want that gooseberry to grow, to have some space. It's totally crowded by this fern. And you know what? We have ferns everywhere in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 ferns here. And all this area is covered in bracken fern too. So if I get an update later on, you'll see bracken. There's another fern of this deer fern type. This is all bracken. You can see the bracken there. That's last year's, all dead on the ground. So here's some too. So that'll be coming up again this year. We have plenty of fern in the forest. If you look over there, fern, 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 fern. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this beast, and I'm really feeling like in touch with my Paleolithic side right now, because, or something, my Jurassic Park. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park, grabbing this thing, pulling it out of the ground. It's like the way it moves. You know, it feels like I'm in some other land just when I handle it. And then you can even see the fiddleheads where they want to come up. So hopefully this thing, you know, it's going to probably need a lot of water. Look at that. Isn't that just some prehistoric stuff right there? These things are so amazing. It's going to need a lot of water. Hopefully I'm not too late in the season. But I want to give it the water to make it succeed. And I'll show you where we're going to put it in a second, but let me just first, I've been using the pry bar. I'll show you what I've been doing here. Let me set up my camera. Is that going to stay? I think so. So I've been using this giant pry bar type thing, whatever they call it, It's 16 pounds. I've broken like 5 shovels already, so because I use the shovel really hard. But I've just been jamming it under there, and you can see I've been moving it around. And I'm actually just about done. So let me see if I can pull this thing out and show you this massive root ball. The roots are really this sort of fine, tethery, pretty shallow root system. Look at that thing. So this probably weighs, I'd say 70 pounds. That's a beautiful plant right there. It's got some roots that I think are probably part of whatever this tree was from long ago. You know, there was a lot of bark here. I think they probably cut down a tree, left bark. So this ground is just so rich with mulch and organic decaying material. But that'll be perfect now for that gooseberry. You can see the gooseberry right there is going to have a lot more room to grow and thrive. And let's hope it gets enough water, because it's going to have a whole bunch more sunshine on it now. I don't know if it's used to that kind of sunshine. I think our native gooseberry is a little bit shade loving, because the other one that's growing really well, I'll show you that sometime, it's down by the creek. It's practically in the creek. So yeah, I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to go put it in place. I'll come right back, I'll grab the camera, I'll show you where it's going. Ugh. All right, it's not every day I get to pick up a giant fern. And look at that hole, a little crater left behind. But yeah, that does kind of open up this space. This is sort of a walkway right here. Gives a little bit more of a walkway. In fact, this is even a bit of a driveway. Sometimes we back up the truck in there. So that'll be good. This is our little tall Oregon grape. That was my birthday present last year. That's going to be a beautiful plant. Some tulips, just a couple. So we've got this ugly PVC pipe here. And this is part of our rain catchment system. That's water that we drink. Goes down here, underground, all the way down there. Meets up with the rest of our water. You can see that's the one coming off the main house. That one's not as ugly, but this one's really standing out. We've got Indian plum right here. I've been trimming that back because it's not really the best place for an Indian plum. Those things can get 15 feet tall, something like that. But I think if I stay on top of the pruning, it'll be more of a bush than a tall, gangly tree. We got some thimbleberry right here. So these are both natives too. And that's really cute by the door. And I love those berries. I love the thimbleberry. Let's see if it's got any flower buds. I can't quite tell if it's, but this is 1-year-old growth, and that's usually, I think, how the thimbleberry grows. So 1-year-old growth will fruit, and then it'll send up shoots that'll be next year's fruit. There's my fern, this beast, and that's where I'm going to put it. Let me see if I can just get it into place real quick. Try to put the camera up here. Is that going to work? Just for a second. Just so I can show you where it's going. We can both take a look at it together. Boom. PVC is gone. That is hidden. Just like that. Okay, it's a bit of a mess right now. I'm going to have to just give it a haircut, trim some of this stuff. I hope it comes back. I mean, it really better. It's a pretty big plant right there. We got that rhododendron over there too. And some wood sorrel that we planted last year. It's just sort of spreading slowly spreading. I took a hit with the snow also. Anyway, I got to dig a hole, put this beast in the ground, and that's going to wrap it up for now. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me as we transplant a giant fern. All right, bye.